Perfecto. So we went through the packages. Very, very easy to understand the packages. There's only 2 packages available. So one's $149 per month, one's $99 per month. And if you guys have associations outside of the UK, in third world countries, for instance, Asia, Africa, so on and so forth, you can actually build in those countries and they can actually pay a much cheaper package. They can actually pay $99 and get the Athena with that. So they can actually get an automated way of making money with the Athena, and they'll just have to pay $99. The reason why is because our founder, as humble as he is, he actually made it very accessible for everyone to get started on a very inexpensive price. But for Africa and third world countries, he understands that it's much more harder for them to pay, $235. It's a lot more money for them in USD. So they can actually pay in their local currency with $99 and they'll be good to go. Okay, so let me share with you how you can make this free, because the only expense you have in the company, I'm going to repeat that for you. The only expense you have in the company is that $99 or $149. That's the only expense you have within the company. So the fact that you have that expense, it's a great opportunity for you to actually not only learn, but also earn at the same time. So the fact that you have that opportunity isn't expensive in itself, but if you can make it free, then you have no more expenses within the company. So I have a restaurant. I know the amount of expenses I have at that restaurant. Every time I make money from the restaurant, I know how much percentage I have to give back. So you have to understand that when you're normally in a business and you're making X amount of money, you have to put more money back. So here's the thing with this. If you're making 1,000 a month from trading, 10,000 a month from trading, 20,000 a month from trading, 50,000 a month in compensation, if you're making this money, then you'll be able to actually only pay still $149 a month and $99 a month. How amazing is that your expenses don't change even when you're making more money? And that's the beauty of the industry. So let me share with you how you can actually make that expense go away, even though it is so minute. Free and free. Basically what that means is that if you were to refer the company to just free customers, your membership will be completely waived off within the company. Your membership will completely waived off. So that means that you don't have to no longer pay for the membership as long as you're active within the vehicle. Okay. Then you have another part of the company, which is called the affiliate side of the company. The affiliate side of the company is where you can actually choose to pay an extra $15 a month, where you can become an affiliate and make extra money in residual income. I'm going to go through how that works. And in residual income, you have to understand something. In residual income, it's something that you do once and you get paid for over time, but it's also something that's, literally guaranteed for yourself once you actually achieve that position. So if I know when I've been in business before, there's certain income, certain ranks that you hit where it's up to, where if the rank is 20 grand a month, for instance, or 10 grand a month, or £1,000 a month, it's normally you can make up to £1,000 a month, or you can make up to 20 grand a month. And that up to basically means you can make zero. You can also make 20 grand, but you can also make zero because it's performance based. Here, every time you hit a rank, you actually make that rank money every single month. Okay, and this is how it works. So when you want to become an apprentice, all you have to do is help free customers or free students, however you want to call it. When they get started, you will use your link and now you will start making an extra $100 a month. This is outside of your trading, outside of your education, outside of everything else. An influence of 500, you will now accumulate a group of 20 students. Now remember, these are not 20 people that want to join because of you and they join through you. These are 20 people who know someone through someone else. For example, I know Montel knows Charmin. So Montel introduced Charmin, and that also counts as one of my students. So that's how networks are built. For example, if you have Facebook right now, you have Instagram right now, you don't know all your Facebook friends, but someone knows someone somewhere else, and mutually you've somehow connected to, 100 Facebook friends, 1,000, 10,000, wherever it might be, right? Influencer 900, 40 students. So you can see right here in this company, you have something called a binary system. Those of you that experience in network marketing, you would know that in binary, you just have to build 2 lines, 2 legs. I've been in companies before where it's been matrix or it's been unilevel, which means you have to build 4 legs or 5 legs or 6 legs, minimum 3 legs. So imagine putting all of that effort to build new organizations, and now you just have to put it into 2 lines. And this is why it's so aggressive, and people are actually blowing up with these ranks every single day. Okay, so you can see here, influencer 900 basically means 20 on one side, 20 on the other. 40 on one side, 40 on the other, puts you at influencer 1500, 75, you're making 3K a month, Prodigy 3000, 200, 5K a month, 375, 9K a month, 500, 15K a month, 25, 100, 1,000, 25K a month. Now, when you guys understand something, there is some people that I was actually looking at in the company. One of them is going to be speaking later. And when I was looking into the company, he was an icon 15 when I was looking into the company. This is only, I'm talking about August. So about 3 months ago, he was an icon 15 when I was looking to get introduced to the company with the owner. Today, his rank is mogul 75. He just got promoted this week. So you can imagine his income has gone up more than 4 times in 3 months. His income has gone up more than 4 ranks in 3 months. And not just 4 ranks, but 4 times. Okay. Sorry, not even 4 times. It's actually 5 times. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. So actually 5 times more income per month he's actually getting now in the space of 3 months. Now, what has happened in 3 months? There's been major growth in the last 3 months. And I always say to people, hey, listen, when there's a wave happening, some people, they shy away from it. They run away from it. They're frightened about what can happen within that wave. And some people take out their surfboards and they ride that wave. And the people that ride that wave, they enjoy the process that most people are panicking about. Most people right now are panicking about their income. They're panicking about recession. They're panicking about the fact that the assets they have are losing value and the liabilities they have are gaining value. They're panicking about the economy. They're panicking about flights and COVID and the fact that everyone's working from home and they're working in labor. So there's panic around for all of these things. So the fact that you can have something online, it's not even a want. It's not even a luxury no more. It's more of a necessity today that people have some kind of online business. So it's super, super important that you guys get plugged back in to the person that gave you information for this course so they can help you understand how it is that you can get started. Okay, so that's basically all the ranks. I want you guys to understand everyone that's introduced you to the company, they will also be helping you. They will also be helping you with your organization. So for example, if Montel helped me get started, he will actually help me potentially to add 10 people in one of my organizations where I only have to have the other 10. And now I've got 50% of my organization that's also getting some help. That might happen for a lot of you. It might happen for some of you. It might happen for all of you. But really and truly, the reason why that happens is because you've got involved at the right time. This stuff only happens when the company is very narrow. And right now, the company only has about 6,000 customers. So the fact that it's very narrow right now is a chance for every single person here to take advantage and be inside that wave, as they say. So just to finish off, I want to let you guys know every single person that gets started, they're gonna be able to download this wallet, which is a CoinZoom wallet, which is included within your subscription, and you actually get this this commission card, we call it, where you actually get paid in every Friday on CoinZoom. So the fact that you're actually getting paid on a wallet, which you can actually transfer into crypto, you can transfer it to your bank, it's connected to your bank account. You can use it in 53 million merchants. Of course, it's a Visa card, so anywhere that accepts Visa, you can use it in those. And of course, spending it, you will earn some cash back as well. And the good thing is that if I have people in Africa or Asia or Latin America, they have CoinZoom, I can send them money in CoinZoom for free. Right? So they can be anywhere around the world. I can send them CoinZoom. I can send them money for free, basically, whether that be fiat or whether that be crypto. Okay, so real exciting stuff, guys. I want to let you guys know that's basically the end of the presentation. There's nothing more to it. Very, very simple and to the point. And so you guys have all the information now. Of course, for some of you, it might have been a lot of information, but it's the fact that you now have that information to go and digest, learn from someone else who's giving you the information for this call. I'm going to pass it back over to Montel because I know we have a fantastic training with the gentleman I was talking about, who's actually now gone up about 4 ranks. So I'm sure he's going to share what has happened in his journey and why it's happened like this, and we can move forward from there. So Montel, if you're there, bro, I'm going to pass it back over to you and we'll crack on from there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, Zain Khan. Guys, let's go ahead and drop a 777 for Zain Khan right there. Guys, I really want you to not take this for granted, because it's not every day you get to have a conversation with a multimillionaire. In fact, ask yourself, when was the last time you actually sat down and had a conversation with a multimillionaire about making multiple millions, right? Ask yourself that. You know, for me, when I was coming into this opportunity, when I was coming into entrepreneurship, that just didn't happen. Because in your current environment, you're around people that probably have the same results as you. So for you to level up, you need to step out of that environment, right? You need to leave to follow to lead. And what does that mean? That simply means you need to leave the environment of people that don't have the results that you want. Follow people like Zain Khan that do have the results that you want. And then when you get those results, you can go back and lead those people to the results that you now attain. So guys, do not take his time for granted. Everything he said, like when he's talking, I'm writing it down on a piece of paper. So I hope you did the same. And Zain, you know, I've got, you know, my life is indebted to you, bro. I just appreciate you so much. And, you know, thank you for everything you've not only done in my life, but for the people that, you know, I've also been able to introduce to you, because, you know, your impact is just surreal. So thank you guys. And like Zain said, that is the overview to a close. We do have a super fantastic training lined up for every single one of you guys, which I'm super stoked about. I'm super fired up about. You know, this is an individual I've known for a few months now. I've been watching him on social media. I've been studying him and just seeing the way he moves, right? Seeing his humility, seeing his gratitude. That's what consistently keeps me in awe. And the fact that, again, you guys are going to be hearing from a multiple seven-figure earner in this industry, someone that's been a part of different vehicles, different platforms, but he's really found home here. And he's really managed to, like Zain said, skip 4 ranks in such a short space of time. It's just testimony to the person he is, to the character that he is. All right. So guys, again, it's been a fantastic call so far. You've heard from Sharman, you've heard from Zain Khan, but now you're going to hear from another GOAT, right? Another greatest of all time, Mr. Ali Saleh. So guys, let's go ahead and drop some 777s in the chat, because like I said, you are going to be put on some game right now. All right. You are literally going to be put on some game right now. And like I said, don't just click on the link to these calls and just say, okay, what am I expecting today? You know, what are they going to try and tell me today? No, you need to be grateful that you're here. You need to be grateful that you're in the presence of greatness, because like I said, when was the last time, right, you've literally sat down with multi-millionaires and they've shown you a way that you can get to where they are? If the answer is none, or if the answer is not recent, be grateful for the fact that you're here. But not only that, make sure you take notes and apply them, because like I said earlier, information plus application equals that transformation. So without further ado, guys, let's keep dropping those 7s. Let's keep showing our gratitude. He doesn't have to be on this call, but he's plugged in to help you get to where it is you want to go in life. So my brother, Mr. Ali Saleh, if you can hear me, let me go ahead and unmute you. Let me spotlight you, and the stage is yours, bro. It's always a pleasure sharing the stage with you. I've warmed it up. Go ahead and take it away, bro. Let's go.
Thank you so much for that, Montel. I really, really appreciate you guys. Do me a favor and just go ahead and light it up in the chat box for all of our amazing presenters tonight. Sharman, you absolutely smashed it. Zain, thank you so, so much for breaking down the compensation plan in such a way to where people can realize that success in this industry is very, very simple, duplicatable, and possible. So I really appreciate you, Montel. Thank you so much for that warm introduction. You were a man of class, bro. And we were just in the Netherlands a few weeks ago doing an event, and Montel hosted this training where he had everybody in the room close their eyes, stand up and close their eyes, and essentially manifest and visualize what the next 2 years of our lives would look like, what it would feel like to walk across that stage as an Icon 9 or as an Icon 25 or as a Mogul 75 or a Mogul 100. And the entire room had this amazing energy, and it was all controlled and created by Montel himself. In that moment, I realized that this man's leadership skills is well beyond anybody else's in that room, and he absolutely smashed it. So, bro, I appreciate you tremendously, and I'm so grateful that this opportunity allowed us to cross paths. And also with Zain, I mean, this guy's an absolute legend in this space. If you don't know him, he's pioneered a lot of what you guys are seeing in the UK market today. It has been pioneered by individuals like him and people in his organization, and Suhail and Alicia and so many other people who you'll get to meet, and everybody is here under one roof in Economy. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Economy and a little bit about my journey and how you can actually come into this space and duplicate what I've done. Because once I explain everything to you, you'll realize that, you know, I'm not special. I'm not a special person. I haven't been picked as somebody who needs to come into this industry and grow something. That's not how this works, okay? And I'll explain to you exactly why. So why did I pick Economy? First and foremost, I started this industry full-time in 2020, around April or March or April, somewhere in that range. Prior to this, I had 1 month experience in 2013 in network marketing, okay? So when I got started in this space, it was a situation where I told myself, I either have to go absolutely all in or I'm going to fail. Now, with anything in life, if you don't go absolutely all in, willing to put everything on the table every single day in order for you to realize your goals, you're never going to make it. Whether you're in university, whether you are working to become a medical doctor, whether you are somebody who wants to become a Instagram influencer or somebody who's big on social media in general, you have to put in the work, right? And ultimately, I realized that I had to put in the work. When I got started, I had 739 friends, followers on Instagram and 500 friends on Facebook. I'm going to say that again because I really want to speak to the people right now who are having those conversations between your ears saying that, oh, but Zain has this many followers and Montel has this many followers and they've been in the industry for so long and this, that, and the third. Listen, success isn't just made for people who have experience in this industry, and that's a fact. Do they have a higher chance of getting there? Of course, because they've been in the trenches, but guess what? Anything is possible when you believe. And I believe that I was going to be somebody who can dominate in this space, but I knew I had to do more work than anybody else because of what I had in front of me. I recognized my situation. And I said, with 499 friends on Facebook and 739 followers on Instagram, how can I build an empire showing the same results to the same group of 1,500 people? It's just not possible, right? So I went out on an incredible journey to boost up my social media, to go all in, to consistently put myself in a position to challenge myself, right? But more importantly, the one thing that I did that I always do, because I've been in sales for over a decade, right, is I become a product of the product. I truly build my confidence in how I'm going to build and scale through the information I can put inside my brain about my product, services, and my company. Because confidence exudes from what you say based off of the information that you already know about what you're speaking about. So if I want to go out there and debate with one of the best debaters in the world, how can I choose or how can I think that I'm going to win that debate unless I have done all the information in the world and that I'm not living, breathing, and embodying confidence because I know my product inside and out. I know my company inside and out. I know the comp plan inside and out. So until you truly, fully believe in your heart that you could get on stage and speak about economy and speak about this process in order for you to build and scale, it's not going to happen. You have to build confidence through product knowledge. This is the best way to build rapport. This is the best way for you to close when you can speak about your products with conviction. Let's talk a little bit about some of the products I appreciate more than anything and how I think you guys can really build and scale and get to mogul and beyond. And I'll tell you what I focused on here and what you should focus on. Number one, Athena. Athena is an absolute powerhouse of a product, and here's why. Everybody wants to learn how to trade. Most people don't have the time to learn how to trade, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But here's the deal. If you have a machine making you 7 to 10% a month in the markets, completely passive, hands-free, that means that your customers can now take the stress off their shoulders, put it on Athena, and actually learn the skill set, right? Now you can tap into stock options, which is doing over 96% accuracy. One of my favorite products next to Athena is stock options with Jessica Ramos. Why do I love this? Because it's simple, it's duplicatable, anybody can do it. And she's called, like literally every day I see the updates, she'll call 8 trades, 9 trades, and it's like 100% win rate, 98% win rate. You know, it's incredible and anybody can do it. And you could do it on a small budget, which is so much better than having to come into a project or something that costs, you know, $10,000 or $5,000 to get started. We want to impact 1 million lives here, and this is how you do it. And then my third product that I love tremendously is RFX with binary options. Now, when it comes to our binary option segment, we have 3 of the best traders in the industry two of which I personally have known for the last 2.5 years, Chris and Haresh. They're crushing it. And we just recently brought out an addition that's going to make RFX the most powerful binary options community in the world, with Javed Khan locking arms and joining forces here with us in Economy to make sure that our RFX community continues to explode, okay? If you focus on these three products and your ambition and your drive is to build the business and get to, Prodigy 5K, to get to Icon, to get to Mogul, you have to keep it super simple. But in order for you to be able to create that, you have to create wealth inside your community. So I will never build to a rank, right? Unless my people are actually winning with the products and services. Now, how do you do that? As a leader, it is our duty, obligation, responsibility to have seamless onboarding. But let me tell you something right now. Our onboarding process is done by corporate. We have such an incredible company here where Mondays and Fridays, we have onboarding directly handled by corporate. Every single client who joins gets an email that shows them in 3 steps how they can navigate their back office, how they can get started. This is a turnkey business. And like Zain said, in his restaurant, he knows exactly how much of his profits are going back into production, right? This is the process. When I owned my restaurant, if I made $25,000 a week for 4 weeks, I knew that 3 of the weeks were going right back into my business for inventory, overhead, payroll. But here, I spend $149 a month. I spend $149 a month, and I make $75K a month. Past profits do not depict future results from that $149 investment on a monthly basis. Tell me where you can find a situation like that, right? So now let's take it back. After I've given you the 3 products that can truly help you build and scale, let's talk about how you actually do this thing. Because at the end of the day, the first thing that you can do in order for you to be successful in the space, outside of the product knowledge and outside of everything I just talked to you about, building your level of confidence, is your mind. What are you feeding yourself every day? What are the thoughts that go on between your ears? Between your ears, you have 6 inches, and inside these 6 inches is your brain, okay? Now, what types of conversations are you having with yourself? What type of conversations is Naeed having with herself? Is Michaela having with herself? Is Rayla having with herself? Is Virginia having with herself? Is Nathan having with himself? Who are you when no one's around? What types of conversations are you having with yourself? Is it negative, defeating conversations? Are you allowing your past to penetrate your present, to completely derail you from what can be possible for you in the future? Because you cannot do that in this. In order for you to realize that you are going to be a 7-figure income earner in this industry or any industry, you have to believe. And part of that process starts with breaking generational curses, right? Breaking the neuroplasticity from the past, because the brain is the laziest organ in the human body. It wants to do the same thing over and over again. And if it could run on autopilot, it absolutely will. It is your duty, obligation, responsibility to stop your brain from running on autopilot and remind yourself that you are absolutely great, that you are ambitious, that you are worthy of multi-millions in your pocket to benefit your family. Think about all the things you want to do in your life and establish your why so firm that when all the adversity in the world hits you, you are the person who continues to move forward. Because trust and believe, all the adversity in the world has hit me. All the adversity in the world has hit individuals like Zain Khan and Montel. But the reason why we are here today is because the why is so important. And we believe in ourselves more than anything on this planet, that nothing can derail us from the things that we want to achieve in this world. And you have to have that wavelength. You need to operate at that level. So what I have done, and when I was at the lowest moments in my life, I set up some push notifications on my phone through reminders. We all have, if you have an iPhone, you probably have the reminders app on your phone, okay? And I send notifications to myself every 2 hours. Things like, take a deep breath and meditate. You are destined for greatness. Enjoy your night and be peaceful. Be nice and kind to those around you. Have a great day and don't forget to smile. You are worthy of everything that you are going to achieve in this world. Abundance is a mindset and not a lifestyle. I'm setting my own personal notifications on my phone so that I can shift my focus. If you are not a money magnet today, it's fine. You can become a money magnet. But the thing is, I'm telling you, more so than strategy, more so than me getting on here and teaching you how to build your team left and your team right and explaining to you the accolades and everything it takes for you to become a mogul in this company. If you don't have a mogul mindset, if you're truly not ready to receive that, you will not receive it. It is your duty, obligation, responsibility to allow yourself to accept the abundance that's coming your way. The second thing I'll tell you is the moment you make the decision that you are ready to accept the abundance that's coming your way, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, will hit you with something that you never thought possible in order to put you right back where you think you belong. But once you power through that adversity, once you power through that first bit of struggle, at that point, it's a clear path to success. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen tomorrow. It doesn't mean it's going to happen in the next 2 years. But all I know is that if you stay consistent, you will have it, right? And if you stay consistent and persistent, you will keep it. That's the most important thing in the world. And my journey hasn't been easy in the slightest bit, ladies and gentlemen. I had to go through quite a few to plant my flag here in Economy. I had to build, this is my 4th organization in 3 years. And that's nothing bad about this industry. Sometimes things happen that are outside of your control. But the point is, I never lost belief. While 90% of my leaders around me through those builds left and started to focus on other things, they're all slowly coming back now. You know, I'm grateful for that. But my point is this, I didn't quit. I stayed sturdy and I planted my flag and I knew what the mission and vision was. And I was able to go through that. But why? Why did I do that? It wasn't just because I was destined for it. It was because I made the belief in my mind that it's absolutely impossible. Listen to this. It's absolutely impossible for me to stop in this industry unless I'm in the top 5 for business for home. Very simple. This is it for me, right? And if you have that mindset and if you have that thought process, nothing will be able to derail you from what's supposed to be yours. So what I'm telling you is 80% of the battle is mindset. 20% is strategy. Strategy is really easy, guys. It's okay. You want a blueprint? Very simple. Message 30 leaders a day, have meaningful conversations with them, get them on Zooms, connect them with your leaders. I promise you, you will rank up. Very, very simple. That's the strategy to build. There's nothing else behind it. Ask Zain, ask Montel. There's no magic potion behind building. But if you don't have the power in your mind to go through the no's and to face the adversity and to have the belief in yourself that you're going to win, trust me, it won't happen. The other thing I really want to talk about is, this will be the last thing I'll say before I pass it back to Montel. And this is super important. This is the most important thing in the world. There's nothing worse than creating fear and unreasonable doubt around your own investment. Okay? There's nothing worse than creating fear and unreasonable doubt, AKA FUD, around your own investment. You are here to be whatever your goals are. Icon, mogul, Prodigy 5K, legend, right? Making $1 million a month in the comp plan. Whatever your goals are, I want you to understand something very, very, very clear. Never on this journey do you compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 25 or somebody else's chapter 12 or somebody else's chapter 18. Because the moment you do that, you're going to start looking like this. Damn, Montel already hit Icon. I joined 2 weeks before him. How did he hit it and I didn't? Oh man, Zain's VP. And it's not, I'm not saying that I'm not comparing that to anything like being a hater, nothing like that, not wishing bad on anybody. You're just starting to say, man, he did it. I wish I could do it too. That's the wrong energy. That's broke mentality. Montel did it before me. Yes. I can't wait. I can't wait for me to be at that level so I can have people in my organization crush it faster than Montel. Because now I've just created an environment where I pass good energy to my brother, right? And now I'm creating the environment in which I'm attracting people into my organization who will do the same thing as Montel, maybe faster. And there's nothing better than having that good energy. So do not compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 25, because you never know. And I don't know what any of you on this call have been through. I don't know. I don't know what Zain's darkest moment was while he was building over the last 5 years. I don't know. right? Because people can hit rock bottom, but we have this thing called social media that doesn't really allow you to perceive people's rock bottoms. And one day, when everything is settled here in the UK market and all across the globe in the next couple weeks and months, we'll start having some nice leadership trainings, and we'll talk about our stories, and we'll be honest with you and let you know where we were at certain points in our career, not to impress upon you that, oh, these people are legends and they've made it. Is because my story should allow you to continue to move forward and penetrate the market in a powerful and positive way. So trust and believe. If you took anything away from anything that happened on this webinar today, the comp plan, Charmin, explaining the products and services, having a legend like Zain and Montel on this call, allowing me to speak with you today, if there's anything that you take from this call, understand that this is an opportunity. Doesn't mean that you'll make it, but if you want to win, it's possible and it's completely up to you. Number two, you have world-class products and services that make this build super easy. For the first time in the history of me being in this industry, customers are making more money than me with the product. I'm going to say that again. Customers are making more money than me using our products and services on a monthly basis than I make, and I'm a mogul 75 in the company. Let that sink in, okay? And I met these people, shook their hands, and I was blown away. It's incredible what we have. So your products and services work. And number three, you have absolutely incredible leadership in the company. Out of all the builds I've seen in the last 5 to 7 years, I've never seen this many incredible leaders line up to do something absolutely amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ali Saleh. I'm so blessed that I had an opportunity to speak with you today. And that's just a little bit of what I think you really need to understand in order for you to be able to build and scale a massive organization. I want you guys to crush your goals, but it's not up to me. It's completely up to you. Get the mind right. You have to emulate what it's like to be an icon before you get there. You could have a team of 0-0, but if you don't have an icon mindset today, you will never get there. You can't wait to get to icon, or you can't wait to get to mogul before you can actually start thinking, feeling, and acting like a mogul, right? You know that saying, dress for the job you want, not the job you have, right? And that's for, the job world. But same thing goes here. Have the mindset for the rank you want, not the rank you have. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you, Montel, my brother. Thank you so much, Charmin. I appreciate you guys like crazy. I cannot wait to see you guys at the highest ranks of the company. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you all, and I will catch you on the flip side. Passing back over to you, brother.
Wow. Guys, let's go and drop a thank you, Ali, in the chat box right now. I'm seeing some messages in the chat box saying best call ever, and I can truly relate with that, right? I can really feel that. I'm just buzzing right now. I'm absolutely buzzing for the information, for the value that you've given, Ali. So super grateful for you, bro. Guys, like he said, make the decision, right, to accept your blessings. I think that really stuck on my heart, because guys, you got to understand that the creator has created you, right, with your best interest to go out there and achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. And I was speaking to Ali and I was saying, if the sun could be created, if the moon could be created, if rivers and oceans could be creative, then what's there to stopping you from getting to your goals, right? Whatever it is you want, if you look at the other comparisons of how great this world is, and that same creator that created this great world created you, then there's nothing from stopping you from going out there and achieving that. So Ali, I really appreciate you so much, man, for hitting that on the head. Guys, go out there and accept your blessings. There's nothing much I can say to cover off this amazing call after Ali's spoken. You've heard from Zain, you've heard from Charmin. I think you all know what you need to do. Just get back in contact with whoever got you on this call and say, I'm ready, all right? I'm ready to accept the blessings. I'm ready to accept the abundance that I deserve, all right, guys? So Ali, appreciate you, bro. God bless you. Zain, God bless you. Charmin, God bless you. Guys, I'm looking forward to seeing you all at the top, because the bottom's way too crowded, and the only time we look down here in this organization is to help everyone up. So God bless, good night, and I'll see you soon.